When I was growing up, I wanted to be an astronaut and go to the moon or the stars. It's exciting to think it still might happen in my lifetime. And since I've been playing with Legos for almost 50 years, it's only natural that the Moonwatch Challenge would appeal to me.
Our adventure started on April 22nd, 2010 when our coach forwarded us an email that announced the Google Lunar X Prize LEGO Mindstorms Moonwatch Challenge. She asked us if we wanted to do it and we said yes. By May 1st, we were ready to start. Soon, we had planned out our mega Moonwatch weekend. From May 14th to 16th, we planned to research the moon, build a virtual robot, and create a video presentation, all in the space of these few days of extreme work.
Upon beginning this miniature odyssey of 3 days, I was surprised by the difference between the Moonbox Challenge and other LEGO robotics challenges we have participated in before. In previous competitions, our work was much more hands-on and direct. Here, however, much of our work was digital, with the creation of a video essay and the digital design of the robot. Despite this emphasis, we did end up making a physical model of the robot, because testing out basic properties like maximum velocity, stability, and structural integrity were virtually impossible for us to do with only a digital version of the robot. Overall, Phase 1 challenged our minds to move beyond the physical world and to expand to the world of computer design.
However, this was only half of the challenge of Phase 1. The other half was the video essay. Our video essay was interesting to develop because it ended up being an aggregation of all our knowledge and ideas about the movie. When we designed it, our first step was to do some individual research, and then get together and share what we learned. We used this information to create our video essay. After that, all that was left was the task of putting it together into a good video. It was a challenging prospect, with the research, the script, and the video itself. When we were accepted into the finals, I was excited. This, however, meant a whole lot more work was yet to be done.
Phase 2 got off to a bit of a rocky start for us for several reasons. First, the fuel and parts took a little while to arrive. We couldn't start with those. Then there was a minor issue with that there were some missing pieces when they finally did arrive. To top it off, many of our team members were out of town for various amounts of time in the first section of Phase 2. However, we did manage to complete the field and do some basic modifications to the robot before the whole team arrived back. And when we finally did all get together, 11 days before the deadline, we began to bust out the work.
From the start to the end of Phase 2, our robot has gone through many different design phases, each better than the last. One particular design phase I remember was when I redesigned the upper part of the robot. I did it when Brennan was away, and when he came back, he promptly decided to redesign it to his own standards, which was probably a good thing. Our final design ended up being very different from our original design.
Alright, so today I did some remodeling on the robot. I kept the basic framework intact, but I did increase the storage area up here where these loops are there. And before, we thought the loops were smaller.
This kind of troubleshooting and trial and error testing is one of the important things we learned from our Moonbox experience.
We also learned the same kind of generate and test problem solving through programming. Just one program takes many hours to make it perfect. You have to do a first draft, debug, test it, change stuff, test again, debug again, and so forth. You know, Nadia and I have all become moderately proficient at last week.
Our overall experience of Moonwatch has been a very fast-paced and exciting one. Although it was tough to get past some of the roadblocks on the way, we practiced putting our minds together and working as a team to solve all the problems. It was a great learning experience for the team and me, learning about robots, programming, and mankind's futuristic advance towards the moon.
According to Renaissance thinker P.R. Sarkar, the best type of person never gives up any work unfinished. Even if they are confronted with enormous difficulties at every step, they persist until the work is successfully completed. The persistence, determination, and problem-solving needed to be successful in this competition help us to be that best type of person in our homes, in our community, in the world, and finally, in the cosmos.
Hi, I'm Kirk from the Coastal Quarks, and yeah.
Riciness of wires going every which way.
Yeah, it looks
and crossing over each other and connecting to random things.
It kind of looks like my hair before I brush it in the morning, actually.
I think 160 or 170 is pretty.
Whoa!
That was awesome.
3, 2, 1, drop.